Welcome everybody to Strike 10 Deer Park. It is Sunday evening, October 9th, and we are in for a fantastic Final Four. Let's meet our four finalists. First up, Mr. Adam DeRossi from Massapequa Park, New York. Adam has a 165 club average and he's getting 49 pins. Next up, Mr. Chris Werben from Brooklyn, New York. Chris has a 140 club average and he's getting 72 pins. Next up, Mr. Yon Gyo Phark from Flushing, New York. Mr. Park has a 188 club average and he's getting 28 pins. And last but not least, Mr. Hector Perez from Whitestone, New York. Hector's got a 160 club average and he's getting 54 pins. Okay, bowlers, shake hands and let's get this match rolling. We had a great turnout for this Strike 10 Deer Park event. We had 153 entries. Packing the place, a prize fund that paid over $8,000, $8,400 to be exact. First prize today is $2,000, second is $1,000, third $600, and fourth is $400. And here's our first shot of the match. Mr. Adam DeRossi, he's going up and he puts 10 in the pit. Way to go, Adam. Now, just so you know, they're bowling on the USBC Open Championship team pattern from 2016. That was from Reno. And these lanes, it was pretty tough here today. They've opened up a little as the night went on, but it was tough today for the bowlers. Here comes Hector Perez, and Hector palming the ball. He goes high, knocks out the 6, leaving just the 4-7. As we are bowling, let's take a look at our sponsors for this tournament. Realty Direct and Freedom Mortgage, thank you very much for your sponsorship. They put up over $1,000 into the prize fund and made this tournament awesome for the bowlers. Now, back to the action. Hector Perez misses his spare, his both 8 pins. So he has the first open of the match. Here comes Chris Werben making his first final shootout. Chris, gets a 7 count on his first shot, leaving the 1-2-7. And up next, here's Mr. Park. Mr. Park looking for his first title. Oh, good shot, went a little high, leaving the 4 pin. Both Mr. Park and Hector Perez have been on the video over the last couple of weeks' tournaments, so they are right now on a nice hot streak. Chris Werben making his first final shootout, has no titles. And also Mr. Park looking for his first title. Oh, Chris, good try. He's got his first open. Now, Chris has a huge handicap advantage, 72 pins. The next closest is Hector Perez, who will be up on the left lane. Got 54, so Chris is getting 18 pins from Hector. Good spare by Mr. Park. Now, Adam DeRossi is getting 49 pins. So that's a... We got re-rack. So 23 pins is what Chris is getting from Adam DeRossi, and a total of 44 pins is the advantage Chris has over Mr. Park. So a big wide gap in handicaps, and that's what makes the LIGBT great. You can average 140, you can average 200, and still be in the final. Hector Perez, 10 in the pit. Way to come back from the open in the first frame. Here comes Adam DeRossi. Ooh, he just touches the head pin. Even though the double wood 3-9 spare, so this could be a little tough. Okay, here comes Mr. Park. Mr. Park working on a spare. Oh, a ringing 10-pin. He can't get a break there. Wow. I know. When he was on the show last week, Adam flagging both pins, so Adam's got his first open. He also put a lot of balls in the pocket, Mr. Park, and could not carry. Frustrating for him, but he's a real trooper. He'll make the spare, I'm sure. And he's all over that spare. Way to go. And as you can see by his delivery, getting only 28 pins is justified, as he's by far the best bowler here in the Final Four. Big $2,000 on top. All right, Chris Werben finishing up frame number 2. Chris getting the maximum handicap. Going Jersey, and he strikes. Way to go, Chris. The maximum handicap is 72 pins for a bowler. And Chris takes advantage of getting them all. He has bowled many times and finally making the Final Four shootout. Okay, Adam, gonna go Jersey, and he gets 10 in the pin on the Jersey side. Way to go. All right, Hector Perez, who won 2 tournaments ago over at Whitestone Lane. Here comes Hector going a little wide. Oh, he leaves the bucket to 2-4, 5-9, 5-8, 2-4, 5-8. This could be a tough spare for Hector, but he throws the ball with a lot of speed, which will help him convert this. Ooh, he bounces the ball. Does it come up? And it does. What a great spare for Hector. Well done. Great shot, Hector. All right, Chris Werben working on a strike. Got an open in the first frame. Looking for a double. This will be the first double of the match. And this one going a little wide, coming up. Oh, what a great shot for Chris. He left, though, the 7-pin. Good shot for Chris. Way to go. His brother-in-law, Carl Nystrom, sitting on the back, rooting him on. Always bowls with us. Mr. Park going down the middle. Oh, he goes a little high, leaves the 6-10. Special thanks to our host this week, Lou Seda and his son, and the GM here, Anthony Aiello, did a great job for us. And Chris missing the spare, so that's his second open out of 3 frames. But he's got a 30-pin handicap advantage, so he's still got a little room. All right, Mr. Park looking for his 3rd consecutive spare. He avoids the chop and he makes it. All right, Hector Perez from Whitestone, New York. He's been a member since 2014. He has the 1 title last month over at Whitestone. He is a bartender over at Whitestone Lanes. He is engaged to be married. All right, this one going a little wide, going high. Jersey! All right, and Hector gets a strike. Now Adam DeRossi on the right lane looking for the first double of the match. And here he comes, going Jersey. Leaves no. The 6, 9, 10. Adam from Massapequa, New York. He's a married gentleman with no kids. He's been a member for about a year and a half. He has 1 title over at AMF Garden City. His home bowling center is AMF Babylon, and he's an IT director for Massapequa Schools. Does he make the spare? He does. Great shot, Adam. Adam and his father are bowling over in the LIGBT League at AMF Plainview. LIGBT League every Monday night. One of the richest leagues in lovely Ireland. All right, Mr. Park gets the strike. He finally carries, so after 3 spares, he picks up a strike in frame number 4. All right, Chris Werben is up next. Chris from Brooklyn, New York. He's been a member for about a year. He has no title. His home bowling center is Terra Lanes. And he runs a youth sport clinic. Oh, and we've got a gutter ball. But he's not on a spare, so he loses no wood. All right, here comes Adam, going a little wider. Oh, he gets the 5, but he can't get the 7 down. Adam bowling in frame number 5. Chris finishing up frame number 4. Chris has 2 children. Come on, going for the spare. Can he get the spare? No, he gets a 7 count. That was a better shot. So Chris now. Oh, Adam holds on and makes the spare. Well done, Adam. All right. Next up is Mr. Hector Perez. All right. Hector on a strike, looking for a double. It's very quiet in here. Here comes Hector, goes a little wide, coming up, rips the rack out for the double, and we've got our first double of the match. It took it to frame 5, but we finally got it. Hector Perez. Hector recently cashed with a victory for $1,200, looking to make that one even bigger with a $2,000 victory, hopefully here at Strike 10 Deer Park. All right, here comes Chris Werben. All right, Chris, coming up, coming up. Oh, a ringing 7-pin. Look at it, it's shaking. Throwing the ball great, Chris. All right, Mr. Park from Flushing, New York. He's coming on up. He's 54 years old. He has been a member since 2015. His best finish, he won $500, so he's still looking for title number 1. He is a married gentleman, and he's a small business owner. Great spare for Chris, covering that 7-pin perfectly. All right, Mr. Park on a strike, looking for a double. He is clean. He's the only bowler that is clean. All right, this one bouncing up. Does he get the double? Oh, 10 in the pin, and that's a double. And 5 clean frames. Let's take a look at the scores after 5 frames, and you can see Adam DeRossi with 114 on a spare. And below him is Chris Werben. He's on a spare also with 116. Up next, Hector on a double, 102. And then Yon Gyo Phark, 85 on a double. Back to the action.
Turn. Yeah, baby!
Oh, yeah. And that's Derek Brandy, one of his buds, in the background with a triple. Nicely done for Hector. All right. Adam DeRossi on a spare. Goes high, kicks out the 9-pin, but leaves the 310. 310. LIGBT is going to be back in action with a house shot tournament next Sunday, October 16th over at South Levittown Lanes. First prize is $1,200, second is $600. Entry fee $70 for the first entry, $60 if you re-enter. Look at Adam DeRossi making that spare. What a great split conversion. The 310 for Adam. 2 squads over at South Levittown for the house shot tournament. No membership fee required. And the squad time for 1 o'clock and 3:30. Mr. Park with a triple, staying with Hector Perez. Way to go, Mr. Park, and he is bowling great. All right, frame number 6 is about to be finished once Chris finishes it. He's working on a spare. All right, Chris, this bowl looks pretty good if it comes up. Ooh, comes up a little light and leaves a bad break to 3, 6, 7. All right, here comes Adam DeRossi. This one looks pretty good. Goes a little high. Oh, no, and he leaves the 6, 7. So right now, with these couple of open frames right now, Mr. Park and Hector Perez are going neck to neck. Hector has a 17-pin lead over Mr. Park right now, going into frame number 7. Chris giving it a shot, but he's going to miss all 3 pins, so that's an open for him in the frame number 6. Giving him 140. Here comes Adam, and he's missing it. So Adam has his second open. That gives him 109 in the 7th frame. All right, Hector on a triple in frame number 7, up by 17 pins. Hector made the finals on Friday night on a 10 o'clock squad with a 718. Hold on. Oh no, and there goes the end of the string. 310. Now what's interesting is Friday night, all 4 finalists made the finals from Friday night 10 o'clock squad. All 4 of these both Friday night made the finals at 10 o'clock. That is very unusual. This was a 4-squad event plus a Desperado, and all 4 bowlers, both Friday night at 10 to advance. Amazing. Here comes Chris going a little wide. He misses the headpin, believes an easy spare. 1-3. Way to go, Chris. Scoring all weekend was around 695 to 715. So pretty moderate scoring. Oh, Hector bounces it. Oh, he misses the spare. So that's going to cut his lead, though. Mr. Park now getting up. That 17-pin lead just dropped to 8 pins. All right, Chris Werben now finishing up frame number 7. Chris qualified Friday night at 10 o'clock with a 753. He was the squad leader. Good spare for Chris. Way to go. Now, Mr. Park, he shot a 704 at Friday night to qualify for the finals. And Adam DeRossi had shot 724 Friday night to also make the finals. So Friday night was the lucky charm at 10 o'clock for all these bowlers. Oh, Mr. Park going a little high, leaving a 4-pin. Good string, though. He's going to get this lead under 10, Hector's lead to under 10 pins with 3 frames to go. All right, Mr. Park looking for his 7th consecutive mark. Once again, the only bowler that is clean right now after 7 frames. And now we're going into the 8th frame, coming down to the finish. Okay, Hector Perez on an open frame. This one looks pretty good. Does it go high? It does, but he leaves just the 4-pin. Broke up the split.
Baby, come on, you got this.
All right. Now Adam DeRossi on the left lane. Don't forget, first prize is 2,000, second 1,000, third 600, fourth is 400. So every pin counts. Adam, what a great shot. 10 in the pit. And his father, Tony, is very happy watching him. He makes a shot like that. Here comes Hector. Does it hold? No. And he has got his 2nd consecutive open, 3rd of the match. And this lead just changed hands if Mr. Park marks. So 2 frames ago, Hector had a 17-pin lead, has 2 opens in a row, and that lead has evaporated. All right, here comes Chris Werben. Come on, Chris, let's get back in the match. Goes a little wide, leaves the 6 count, the 1, 3, 6, and 8. 1, 3, 6, 9. 1, 3, 6, 9. He was on a spare, so he loses 4 pins in wood. LIGBT will be at South Levittown Lane next week, October 16th. We are off October 23rd, and then the following week we're over at Herald Lanes for another Sports Shot event. That's October 30th. 2 squads, 1 and 3:30. So the next Sports Shot event is at Herald. The next House Shot event is this coming Sunday over at Levittown Lanes. This spare is spinning. Oh, it never finished. So he hit the oil a little early. And that gives him Chris an open. And we are now going to watch Mr. Park. If he marks, he takes the lead in frame number 8. Here's his shot, working off a spare. And this goes a little high. He does not trip up the 4-pin. So back-to-back 4 pins. He's going to be up by 6 pins if he makes the spare. If not, he's going to be down 5. So this is to take the lead if he spares with 2 frames to go. Mr. Park looking for his first title. $1,200. He's got the only clean game of the 4. And he's making this perfectly. Way to go. All right, we are now going into the big foundation round. So now Hector down by 6 pins. Strike is key here to give him some leverage and put a little pressure on Mr. Park. All right, Hector going Jersey. Ooh, he leaves the 310 again, so he left it on his last shot on the right lane. Adam DeRossi looking for a strike here. Can still finish up with 248. This would put him back in the match. Oh, this one way wide. Look at this. He trips the 2 and it doesn't go. It goes. Wow, and he is back in the match. Wow. Adam DeRossi getting the break of his life. Score correction, Bobby. Score correction. You know how to do it? All right, Carl Nystrom taking care of a score correction. That 2-pin fell so late, it didn't even get picked up by the score. So that gives Adam a double. Hector Perez now looking for the spare.
There you go.
And look at this, his 3rd consecutive. He went in the back.
No, we don't have these. Set it up.
All right, so Adam DeRossi can go out for 248. Hector, he can go out for 236. Hold it. Okay. Chris, don't go. What are they doing? All right, we're just... Call, score correction. No, he needs an arrow. He needs an arrow. All right, we got it right. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Derek. Paul Nystrom, Derek Brandy helping us out here in the background. Derek can't make the finals on his bowling, so he might as well make it on his scoring. All right, Chris Werben. After that short delay, going Jersey, and he leaves the 128. All right, Mr. Park. Right now, in the driver's seat, here in frame number 9, as Hector Perez, who had the lead after 7 frames, has opened 3 in a row in frames 7, 8, and 9. Mr. Park is clean. Let's see if he can continue the streak. And here it is, 10 in the pit. That's a champion. That is a championship shot. What a great shot. So now, Adam DeRossi can double to force Mr. Park to spare. So it's a double to a mark.
Adam, well, the win, you know. Go double for the win.
Yeah.
Get 248.
Okay, here comes Adam. Jersey. Oh, leaves the 7 count.
Come on, Hector. Make a mark.
Pin down for the second.
Who is? Adam is 1 pin down for 2nd place to Hector Perez, who is still in 2nd. All right, here comes Hector. Jersey, yeah, looking to hold on to 2nd place in the $1,000.
Fucking seconds are awesome right now.
All right, his spare is big. His spare is big for the 2nd place. Oh, he chops it. No, so that'll give Adam 3rd place with a 213. Hector's gonna finish in 2nd for $1,000. 1st place is going to Mr. Park. And Chris Werben's going to take 4th place for $400.
Drag it out. Oh.
And there's Hector Perez.
Make him roll it.
Yeah.
Got him mark. Got him mark.
Hey, I'm ready, Batman.
All right, Hector Perez.